it's it's so beautiful to, it's so worth working on because it changes your life and it changes everybody's life around you. And they're more positive and they're more loving. And what more would you want than to be in a relationship that's more loving? You know, I think we all are craving for that. I can truly, truly say I'm blessed to have a husband who loves me unconditionally. You know, I really do. And not a lot of people can say that in their lives. And but it's not even that. It's just having that love, you know, and to see a better humanity. I think that's more important, to see that you're happy, you know, and people, all they wanted to be is happy, right? You ask them, it's like, what do you want? It's like, I want a lot of money and I want to be happy. It's like that being happy part comes from working, you know, on yourself as well. And instead of beating yourself up, it's, if you need to be pushed, then to push yourself, but lovingly, you know. And I feel like a lot of that also comes, you know, the constant reminder comes from the people that you're around. I think my husband is a constant reminder for me. He's like, if you want to push yourself to lose 20 pounds, you know, you say it in a loving way. You know, so he has been very, I even forgot that for, and it's so interesting living with somebody else. Now that I'm having these conversations, they were okay for me. The tone that I had my conversations in before, they were fine. Now that I'm living with somebody who's listening to these conversations, he's like, you're so harsh on yourself. You know, I'm like, you think so? I'm like, I thought I was really loving to myself. He's like, no, baby, you're really harsh on yourself. Like, listen to yourself. I'm like, and it's so interesting because your concept or your understanding of what is harsh can be completely different to somebody else's concept of harsh and loving. So that has been a very interesting challenge or adjustment, not challenge, adjustment for me to be able to see where he's coming from. And what I thought was loving and pampering is still a little harsh for him. So he has helped me to tweak it even more. And, you know, life has changed and I most of the time embrace change. And this has been a beautiful, you know, shift from, even if the voice was a bit harsher, to be able to take it a notch down and make it even more loving. And I think that's only making me a better human being. Because now, if he's listening to me talk out loud to myself, he also knows that the words that I'm going to tell him, they're going to be of loving in the manner that he knows what love is for. So I think it's only making me a better human being. I think it's a journey. It's a journey. It's like you cannot say, I'm gonna love one day and that's it, done and over with. You know, like it's like I'm gonna exercise one day and then that's it. My weight should drop automatically after that. I shouldn't have to work out ever again. You know, it's like that. It's love and being aware, you know, and being awake. You can't say I'm going to be aware in this very moment and that's it. I'm done being aware, you know, then it should just automatically, magically happen. It's about every moment. It's about me, you know, for losing weight, it's about me watching, you know, what I'm eating and how I'm eating and, you know, the portion and being still loving towards myself without beating myself up. It is about what words that come out of my mouth. It is, awareness has to be every moment. You know, it cannot just be for that split second and then you're awakened, you know. It's a moment to moment, you know, so loving yourself unconditionally and being able to be around with people, it is a moment to moment awareness and living in that awareness. Um, and that's it.
What do you think the world would be like if, you know, when we've inspired a lot more people to love unconditionally? Because, you know, that's what we're setting out to do, and
Yeah,
we think it will change the world. I mean, you know, what would you think about
of
changing the
course.
world?
Of course, I almost feel like we all will evolve, you know, on of this it's the next step in humanity, right? It's that's how I look at it. To be able to learn to love everyone unconditionally, to have, if I could give this world a physical hug, you know, I would love to just hug it around and just be able to give all the love that I can. But if there were hundreds of me around this planet doing that, this whole planet would be a whole different space to live on, you know, and people would no longer come from fear. They would actually come from love all the time instead of wars, instead of, you know, sharing your energy, or fighting for control, for energy, and personal power and personal space, then there would just be unconditional love for not just themselves, but everyone. Then there's nothing to fight about, right? When you love yourself, and because that love overflows, there's nothing, there are no more wars. We will actually come from giving to others, and that giving will flow and flow and flow and receive. And I think this whole planet, this will take a whole new leap in evolution and become a better race and a better place to live in. I pray for that day, that there is just light, on this planet, and that people can learn to love themselves and others, unconditionally. So, yeah, I think it's a positive, and that's what I see evolving, towards a better place and space to live in. No
Very
more
nice.
wars, yay! Oh, one last thing. I guess I would love to add for people, at any point, how do you love yourself? Or what is love begins with me? And I wanted to share was, it's about doing little things that are good for you. For example, what would make you happy? I enjoy getting massages once a month, and that's my gift to myself that I give. And that's me taking care of myself. Manicure, pedicure, every now and then I'll go get, I go into, they have Living Social and Groupons, and, I like to take advantage of those. And I'll go check out different salons, and I'll go check out different, but at least whatever money I make, it's about, a little bit of that money is about splurging and giving myself, for being a better human being. Or it's not even for being a better, it's just taking care of myself. It's like, how does love begin with me? Love begins with me by loving myself, taking good care of myself, by eating healthy, by going for a walk in the woods, by being by nature, going to Mount Ham or to Mount Shasta, once in every 2 months, and being able to enjoy the scenery and it's about, feeding your soul. So the answer is, the question is, what makes you, happy, and what makes you feed your soul? What would be those things? Go do them. And once you get a chance to go feed your soul, you are loving and you're nurturing that plant, that soul, that love, that seed of soul within you, of love within you, and you're giving it this water, this sunshine, and you're by taking care of yourself. And once you do that, once you do these lovely things for yourself, then you will be able to be a happy person. And because you're a happy person, because you're doing such amazing, loving things for yourself, you will see it flow into people around you. So I think my biggest thing is, besides, of course, the personal conversations, is also, and changing those personal conversations, is also to do loving things that make you happy for yourself. Go have a cup of tea by yourself in a cafe and enjoy a book, or go dancing by yourself. If you're I'm a dance freak. I love going dance. I'll dance in the middle of the street if I have a song on, but that's because it makes me happy. So do what makes you happy, and that way you'll be able, and that makes your soul happy, and you'll be able to blossom from there. So I wanted to add that one last thing about love begins with me. It's about doing things that make you and your soul happy.